Hi, Genevieve Jacobs from Region Media, and I'm at the Australian War Memorial where it is a buzz, obviously Anzac Day on Monday. Matt Anderson, who's the director of the Australian War Memorial, is with me. Matt, things look a little bit different. Everyone who's driven up Anzac Parade down Limestone Avenue knows that there's an enormous hoarding around the front, and that must affect plans for what happens on Monday morning. Take us through the changes.
So it's affected it only slightly. What we've done is we moved the Stone of Remembrance that everyone would remember was a fixture on the parade ground before the steps. We brought that over into the Western Gardens and the courtyards, so that will still be the focal point for our commemorative activities on Anzac Day. And it just means that the dawn service will be out here in this rural setting. It means that the march past will be out here, and then later on in the day we'll conduct a very, very dedicated last post ceremony inside where the traditional wreath laying will take place.
So what about people's participation during the day? How do they get involved?
The dawn service will be the same format. Will happen here at 5:30 in the morning. Then at 8 o'clock in the morning, we're having the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders, the veterans, are actually going to conduct their own ceremony or a special ceremony over at the for our country statue here at the memorial. Then we're going to have a diggers march past, the Veterans March at 9:30, where people are welcome to come along and participate and watch and applaud and encourage. And then, as I say, later on in the day, we'll have the last post ceremony. But throughout the day, we would just encourage people to come along, to lay a wreath at the Stone of Remembrance, to visit the War Memorial, book online. Because of the construction, we are physically limited with the number of people we can have in the building, so we just encourage people to book online.
It's often very much a matter of remembering grandparents, great-grandparents, siblings lost at war. It's a personal story.
It is very much a personal story, and it's not for us to do anything other than provide the space and the opportunity for people to commemorate in a way that's meaningful to them. Because for me, the most powerful commemorations are those that are heartfelt, are those that are almost organic. You know, when you walk through the Australian War Memorial and you see all those wonderful poppies on the Roll of Honour, you think that just happened. That just happened with people lining up, and they found a name that resonated, and they placed a poppy against the bronze plaque on the Roll of Honour. And that now is, you know, almost a Canberra signature image, but it is organic, it was unscripted, but it was heartfelt. And I just want people on Anzac Day to do something that's meaningful.
An enormous great hole out the back. Let's get down to tin tacks. Great big hole out the back, plenty of hoardings up the front. When are things going to get back to normal, if we can put it that way?
Well, we will have Anzac Day back out the front. The parade ground will be finished. The terrace seating will be in place, and the front entrance will be open on Anzac Day 2024.
Look, also making news on the site this week, we've had the story of APS, the public service, being asked to take their holidays on public holidays rather than taking the public holidays, working on them and taking another day off. That has prompted frenzied debate across the site. There is an enormous amount of discussion on that, so you can hop in and join in on that one. We've had the reporting of the tragedy down at Surf Beach over the Easter weekend, which took the life of a 41-year-old Canberra woman. 10 people in total were rescued from the surf, and plenty of commentary around that too, on the importance of people both learning to swim and having their CPR, their first aid qualifications. We've been talking about Canberrans and casual speeding. The police are having a look at why it is that Canberrans feel it's quite okay to just trick over the speed limit, 5Ks or so. Not sure where you all stand on that one. And we did a very thorough interrogation last week of the nation's capital's best hot cross buns. We're there again with the Anzac biscuits.
Okay.
And all the rest.
Judge.
Well. It is my firm opinion, Matt, that the best Anzac biscuit is a homemade Anzac biscuits, and that is what is currently at the Region Media office in my cake tin, can I just say. But look, the Riot Act really encourages a big community conversation. We've got a newsletter that drops into your inbox every Thursday, so sign up and be part of that. Be on the site every day. There's a daily digest, and hop in and have your say on the issues that are galvanising Canberrans. And Matt, we hope for glorious sunshine, all the honour, all the ceremony, all the dignity, and all the very personal memories that so characterise Anzac Day. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Genevieve, and thank you for your interest and Canberra's interest in both Anzac Day and the Australian War Memorial. It is a feature of Canberra, this institution, and I look forward to welcoming as many people back as possible on Anzac Day.
I'm Genevieve Jacobs. This is Region Media.